Hello, I hope we are well. So, we are here because this is 2021, and a lot of us are wanting this year to be different from last year. However, sometimes last year's challenges can be carried over. And one of these I've noticed has been managing contacts and relationships and the people in our pipeline and people who are in our audience or in our network, meeting new people and keeping track of them and all that stuff. And so I wanted to show you a few things, a system that can help sort all that out and keep things straight, and an easier way to keep track of the folks that you want to keep track with. So, my name is Amelia. I'm owner of Solutions by Amelia, and I'm a registered nurse by trade. Did not go to school for marketing or business. I had to learn that the hard way. I invested lots of money, time, energy, all the things into learning how to figure out marketing so that I could pay off student loans. Long story short, I was able to pay off student loans in less than 2 years. I did this a few years ago, and along the way, I learned more than I actually wanted to about digital marketing, creating relationships, CRMs, tools, all these types of things. And I want to bring this information to you so that you can become a visible visionary, right? I am ultimately about supporting the self-identified introvert who has found themselves leading sales and marketing decisions, supporting them in becoming a visible visionary. That means somebody who's seen for their expertise and not hiding behind tools, tech, and all those things. With that said, there is a certain amount of technology that can absolutely help you show up and be visible, and that's why we're here. So I want to take you through my Keepin Touch system. There's different names for it. You might use here CRM. It really is all the same. And there's a lot of CRMs out there, but there are some best practices that are key among all of these. And so I'm just going to take you through some of that. This actually is another presentation called How to Attract Enough of the Right People so you can stop doing all the things and keep in touch with your community. I won't take you through that entire presentation, but I do want to just show you the keep in touch with your community part of this. So let's go ahead and get started. And if you have any questions, please, leave them in the comments below. So I'd love to impact 1 million lives. I feel as though I could actually do this by simply helping 1,000 entrepreneurs and making sure that they're successful and that they impact and they touch a lot of people. If I can make sure 1,000 people impact a good amount of people, I could easily touch 1 million lives. So what makes what I do different? Long story short, I'm not a coach who learns stuff from theory and I looked at webinars or I just sat and looked at a whole lot of webinars and then I started teaching stuff. I actually run a business and I'm showing you processes and tools that have helped me to generate revenue for myself and more importantly for my clients. So no matter where you are in the business growth scheme of things, if you are maybe you're at a plateau, maybe you're just starting out, every business should be generating and closing leads on a consistent basis with as little staff as possible. And I say as little staff as possible because IBM, Google, Verizon, AT&T, very huge companies, right? Very huge companies. There's lots of success factors involved with that. And they have sales teams of tens of thousands, right? There's literally tens of thousands of individuals who are tasked with ensuring that brand gets money. Who is ensuring that your brand gets money? Just want you to think about that. So every business should be about generating and closing leads on a consistent basis. But there's a difference between knowing and doing. And so I wanted to bridge that gap. So this is a CRM. This is a CRM that I use. I call it my Keep in Touch system. You might see this around by different names, but it is where you take people from cold to close. A good CRM, maybe that's step one. A good CRM will allow you to lay out the client journey from cold person that you met them in a Facebook group, for instance, to them becoming a paying client. So I'm just going to show you this, and then we're going to actually, I want to actually show you something else that might make this helpful as well. So as a business, you need to see if your CRM tool will allow you to customize your pipeline. The different stages of relationship vary per business. I have a CRM that I use in Trello as well, and it has a picture of a stranger, and then it has a picture of people having conversations. Then it has a picture of a wedding ring where a proposal is being made, and then it has a picture of a wedding cake signifying a commitment of some sort. This is another way to look at it. Right here, you have starting the outreach. You have stale leads. You have, different touch points, wait a month, wait 3 months, responded warm leads, and on and on and on. You have that you connected with this person on what date, have you set an appointment. Again, in business, nothing can be left by chance, right? That's not how business is done. I know sometimes when we're solopreneurs, we can kind of be haphazard with this part of tracking relationships, but that will just get us haphazard results as well. So we're here because a lot of business owners are struggling to meet enough of the right people, or they've plateaued. However, I found that when you have a system to nurture relationships and take them through phases of a relationship to a close, you're able to actually have more time back in your business and more rest easier and have more white space because you know where business and opportunities are coming from. You don't have to worry about your leads drying up. Again, where the next client is coming from, and you deserve to have that sort of confidence in your business. So again, this is the phases. So it might be you've connected, had a connection call, maybe there's a survey, there's an appointment to be set, maybe you need to confirm an appointment, maybe that could be a step. Then there's the after the appointment, and then the next steps. And maybe they no-showed, who no-showed, and, did the person close? And notice that there's dollar amounts attached to each phase. Okay. So this is like also a good CRM will tell you where your leads are coming from. Are they coming from Facebook? Are they coming from maybe you have a landing page someplace? Where are leads exactly coming from? And also the calls that are coming into your business. How are those calls being tracked? A good CRM will also allow you to track calls, which ones were unanswered, which were answered, and such like that. If you are in healthcare, please know that, when you are collecting this information, this could be patient information. Well, if this is patient information, your CRM tool has to be HIPAA compliant because you are harvesting patient-related information that needs to be protected in a special way. And please remember that HIPAA is both tools, it's data protection, and it's behavior, a way of interacting with the tools and data and information. And it's really good for you to choose a CRM tool or company or software program that understands that. If you are in healthcare, there's a different set of questions that I also invite you to consider. Do you understand, does your vendor understand, what's involved with how the personal health information moves across systems? Who has access to the leads and patients? The person who has access to this information, are you in a BAA with them, business associate agreement with them? Does the vendor understand what that even means? Are you familiar with the requirements of a practice website? Are you familiar with compliant marketing workflow, HIPAA compliant marketing? What does your due diligence look like? What does your vendor's due diligence looks like? And just general questions. I won't spend too much time because this is actually part of another presentation. But in short, your Keepin Touch system, we're here because we want to grow, we want to expand. However, sometimes when it comes to doing that, we need a better way to keep track of our tools, our information, our connections, our relationships, so that we can shepherd these relationships to a committed relationship of some sort. There's lots of tools out there that can do that. There's lots of different CRMs. So it's important to pick a CRM that's right for you. So with my Keepin Touch system, I've chosen one that can track calls and appointments. It can track relationships and manage outcomes. And with working with me, there's lots of stuff that you can get. I won't actually go over it too much in this episode because that's not what this is really about. But I do want to take you on a field trip now. and show you things that I would like for you to consider when you are looking for a CRM solution company. So this is from what I went through, right? I don't tell my clients to do stuff that I didn't go through. So I went through the process of getting my Keepin Touch system set up so that it fits my workflow. Your Keepin Touch system will fit your workflow, and that will be different from mine, and that's okay. So it looks like setting up Mailgun. That's the system that will help with communication, right? Sending emails back and forth. And maybe let me back out a little bit for that. So ideally, there's lots of different tools out there. We're here because we want to find the right CRM for us. However, again, there's lots of tools out there. Which one do you choose? So I want to go over best practices for you to keep in mind as you're looking for a great CRM solution. And if you just want to pull the easy button, feel free to reach out to me. Happy to share what I use, but please note what I use was customized for me. So if you get that tool like out of the box, you literally will be staring at a blank screen and paying a ton of money a month, and you'll just have a blank screen. Whatever CRM solution that you pick, it really does need to be customized for your workflow. Before you get there, you might need support around planning out what your visibility Keepin Touch workflow looks like. If you need support with that, please reach out to me. But these are some best practices. A CRM should be easy to integrate. It should have revenue tracking. It should secure information and data. It should be able to allow for different roles and users. If I have a virtual assistant, I don't need them to have access to everything. They just need to have access for what they're working on at the time. It should allow for customization and reporting, lead tracking. It should allow for that. It also should allow for you to market. Some people might say that customer or CRMs are not your marketing solution. I beg to differ. It's 2021, and there's lots of CRM solutions that combine the two. They combined email marketing, your funnel building capabilities, your landing page capabilities, because it allows you to track leads. And so it's kind of silly to have your lead generation software over here, right? And your CRM in another place. And those two things don't talk to each other. That's just silly pants in 2021. So ideally, your CRM will have this built-in marketing automation situation going on that allow you to generate leads from multiple channels and allow you to run multi-channel touch and outreach campaigns via email, via text, via voice drop. It should allow you to do those things. Also, when you're considering, just think about the learning curve. Will you have support with implementation? Because there's a learning curve involved. None of us woke up learning how to operate a CRM. So what does support look like with implementation? What does available customer support look like real time? And again, the social aspect. Does the CRM connect with Facebook or other social media platforms? So just to recap, we are here because we need intelligent data in order to make decisions. However, some CRMs don't exactly grow with us, and we might find ourselves at a point where we grow out of our CRM. We might have to even find a new one, and we don't want that. So it's really great to look for a CRM that is customized and can grow with you on all of those things. So how do we do that? It is really helpful when you plan out your what this project looks like. In my world, in Amelia's world, all of this falls under the heading of visibility. In order to become the person that shows up for yourself, that requires systems and tools that support you showing up, right? If you show up and you get a lot of people into your life, you can just as easily lose track of all of those opportunities and people, and the people that are the opportunities that are attracted to or are attached to these people if you don't keep track of everybody. So it really is good to have a crystallized client pathway, again, from cold to closed pathway. And so when you're looking for a CRM solution, ask yourself, does it have a funnel builder? Does it have an appointment calendar? Does it have email automation? Can you do voice drops? Does it track your sales calls? Can you do campaigns around, Facebook messages and voicemails, and can all of these attachments, all of these actions, say someone replies to you or clicks on something, can all the actions that your lead does in their journey to get to you, can that be tracked in some way? And then once they click here, can something else happen? And what does that look like? Again, I don't ask people to do stuff that I don't do. And so I'm going to take you through a consultation that I actually have invested in. And yours might look a little different, but this was mine. I had someone support me with setting up my email that integrated into the CRM. And, in order before you get your email connected to anything, whether it's your CRM or you're looking for an email service provider, it doesn't make much sense to have an email solution that you're paying for if you don't already have a sequence of emails in place. So have a sequence of emails in place. These are just more touch points. Have triggers that happen when people open an email. Have a set of actions that happen if someone clicks on something in the email. Booked appointment, outreach, again, open, closed, booked. What does that lead do through their journey of getting to you and working to you? Is that tracked? Do you know what happens? Who's thinking about I like the term shepherding. Who is shepherding the client relationship? Who's nurturing that relationship? And this really does fall under the heading of visibility of showing up, because we're not just showing up in this world for kicks and giggles. We're showing up with a purpose. We're pitching ourselves with a purpose, right? So again, more triggers set up, and questions to ask, how many leads are in your database already? What sort of logins are needed to connect all these things up and all of this type of stuff. So let me think. There's one more thing I want to show you. So this is the back end of my Keepin Touch system. It's powered by a larger solution. It's powered by Go High Level. That really doesn't much matter, to be quite honest, because if you were to purchase Go High Level on your own, you would literally be staring at a blank screen, because it's a super customized, a very robust CRM solution that is intended for you to be able to build a pipeline that's personalized for you. None of us woke up with this information on how to do this, but I do now support people with figuring that part of their CRM Keepin Touch system live together. We're just here because I want to show you best practices when choosing a CRM. It might be it might be my Keepin Touch system. It might be someone else's. Doesn't much matter. Just want to show you best practices. So a Keepin Touch system cares about your revenue. So I wanted to do this for you before I had my revenue connected, because I don't feel comfortable showing that just yet. So this is just, these are placeholders. I haven't connected my Stripe, but a good CRM will care that your how you make income is connected to your relationships, the people that are coming through your pipeline. So revenue last month, customers in Stripe, new customers, and revenue distribution related to products and growth, right? A good CRM has all of that together. It will also allow you to easily say, let me just give a coaching one. Let me see if it will open. Say that you are a coach, right? It will allow you to easily, Facebook ads a little bit more than we want to do right now, but it will easily allow you to get started with creating a campaign that will allow you to get more customers. And this is just all the detail. I kind of actually mail gun. That's the email solution that you'll get hooked up with, and campaigns. It takes you through what your voice drop could be could look like that you're setting out to your clients. Get an example of how you might want to bring Facebook ads into this. A good CRM will make this easy for you. So, long story short, I just wanted to give you a little background about things that you might want to consider when looking at a CRM. Again, we're here to make we want data, because we need data and information about our network in order to make intelligent decisions. However, there's a lot of CRMs out there, and some of them might not grow with us. And so I just wanted to take you through again what a CRM backend should look like. Again, you should have a dashboard that gives you an easy overview of your pipeline, allows you to track and keep track of conversations and touch points, and really shepherd people from the cold to close customer journey, allow you to reach out and give value via multiple channels. Have a funnel builder. It allows you to build funnels and set appointments, and keep track of people who've made appointments or canceled or didn't show, with actions to go out if they didn't show, and next steps if they do, email automation, and allow you to call and send messages, really all within the same home. So you're not trying to stitch all of these tools together and be all over the place and not really quite sure about where your leads are. Have a piece of paper where you have someone's name, and then over here you have more information about that person, and then over here, you have separate information in a third place. My Keepin Touch system is just a way to bring it all home, bring it all together, so that you can have a more cohesive look over your business. So I hope this was useful. Hope this gave you things to think about. And if you have any questions, if you want support with setting up your own Keepin Touch system, please reach out to me. I can definitely help you with setting up a project plan. And then I do have team members that help me with the implementation, because again, I didn't wake up knowing this thing. I get help and support with different types of stuff. And so now what I do is I have teams to help me implement this for my clients, but I do serve as a project manager who is guiding the project along smoothly, so that you can pay attention to your zone of genius. Your zone of genius likely isn't nurturing relationships. I really do enjoy that process. I love the strategy. I love figuring out who you need to talk to and what to say. As far as the tech side goes, I am smart enough to know how to pick out. No, I'm smart enough to know that I need support. And I've been in this game long enough to know how to pick out reputable vendors and help. And so I've reached out and added them to my team so that I can be a whole solution for you. So if this was useful, please leave a comment or reach out to me. My name is Amelia, Amelia, at Solutions by Amelia. Or connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm there as Amelia J. Roberts, collaboration expert. And all of this is really about becoming the person that shows up for yourself. And it's hard to do that when you're buried under a lot of tools, a lot of the doing of stuff, and you aren't operating in your zone of genius. And one quote I would love to leave you with is from Reid Hoffman. He's the LinkedIn co-founder. He knows a thing or two about relationships and connections. And he says, all opportunities are not clouds floating in the sky. Opportunities are firmly attached to individuals. So if you are looking for new opportunities, there's a high chance that you're looking for an individual or something like that. Feel free to look up that Reid Hoffman quote yourself. So I hope this was useful. I hope this gave you things to think about. And again, if you want the easy option, just to work with me to figure this all out for you, please reach out. And I look forward to helping you select your own Keepin Touch system and figuring out what that could look like, so that you can have more conversations with just the right people and get more first dates in business. All right. I hope you take care. Bye.